I know who y'all think I am. Y'all think I get paid by a certain group out there that represents a certain player. I don't. I just think what I think, and I like what I like. And this is what I like.
Booker!
Look at this.
Brooks! They've got the
Bang, bang. What's this?
And James, he hits him.
Yeah, he hit him. You ain't got to stutter.
That's right.
A chop. And now James playing to fix him.
This is hilarious.
But there's only 9 seconds.
So, if y'all didn't watch this game, and it's not like it was the NBA Finals, so I get it. But the point is, LeBron James and Dillon Brooks, I kind of like to see that. Spicy chicken nuggets, right? So Dillon Brooks, before LeBron blocked his shot, it went out of bounds. It was in the air. Dillon Brooks hit the ball, and it hit LeBron, barely. LeBron looking around all crazy, like, what? And then, hold me back. One of them hold me backs, right? So that was kind of retaliation for that at the end of the game. Now, peep this. Now, y'all know this is Luka's team now. Watch this.
Left. Doncic. Back out to LeBron.
What are you doing?
For the lead.
He got fouled. He got fouled. Shooting a 3.
3 free.
Burnt.
First one, no good.
Burnt.
No timeout. Lakers lead.
Lakers lead. Okay. They end up winning that game. Give them credit. All that. That ain't the story. That ain't the story. That's to set up the story. Now, so LeBron James goes out there and then he wasn't supposed to shoot a technical foul. He shot a technical foul during the game. They brought that up. You know Luka's supposed to shoot. He's like, well, Luka or me. It doesn't matter, right? Somewhere Skip Bayless is pounding the table saying, it's my turn. Like he's pounding the table saying, trying to find a way to hate on LeBron. You know in that situation, you missed a technical foul or whatever. He still had a chase down, all this kind of stuff. It's just crazy. The conversation around LeBron James is wild because even in winning moments, they will find a way to undercut LeBron James. And I'm telling y'all sincerely, I don't care if he's the GOAT to you. I don't care if he's the GOAT to the world. You know, you're not going to change how I think. Like everyone was force-feeding me that Emmitt Smith's the best running back ever. Or Walter Payton. And I'm saying I ain't taking shots at either one of them, but it's Barry Sanders for me. And I don't need to stay here any longer, lose my voice, arguing it. It just is. Well, there are people who will stay there, argue you to death, and then you're like, dog, why are you so into this? It ain't that deep. Well, it actually is that deep. Listen to Nick Wright.
I think Skip's bullshitting.
Why does he hate LeBron?
It's
weird.
That one is a weird
It's
one.
like perverse, in fact.
It
makes sense that why Stephen A is doing it.
Stephen A is mad that LeBron won't pay him attention. That's what it is.
No, it's kind of maybe someone's... Okay. Without naming names, does he have influence?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean the fact that Stephen A and Mike are buddies?
I feel like...
Of course, obviously.
Mike is at the crib, North Carolina, hitting tequila, and he's like, go fuck with Braun a little bit more. Don't you think? A little bit.
Yeah.
He's been making his life hell for 22 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean that's. I think there is.
I'm a Kobe fan too. Like it's just, but it's so obvious to me.
It is, and well, I think there's a lot there, but I think some of the most ardent either Bron critics or MJ sycophants are also texting with MJ. I do think that's something.
So for our audience that's not familiar with what you do, how...
Blah, blah, blah. Let me help you guys out here. This is not going to be... I told y'all stop going to church. We're not going to LeBron worship right here. But we are going to go to greatness. And we're going to give some love and bow at the altar of greatness. We got to do that. You know why we got to do that? Because we're going to miss out, y'all, if we don't. So, LeBron James is in a position where a lot of people don't like LeBron James. They don't respect his gangster. They don't respect his greatness. And I'm just here to tell you guys that a lot of it has to do with the fact of how it was presented to you, how it was sold to you, right? So when you are in a state of indifference, you don't know, like, how did we even meet LeBron? We met LeBron because they were like, yo, there's a high school kid in Akron, Ohio that is insane. And you're like, yeah, okay. What? If you've been around sports, you've heard that 1,000 times. Who gives a damn? We've seen, you hear me, see me hit them switches. We've seen and heard of 1,000 different insane athletes. And then every single person, when you first heard LeBron, said, no, this is different. You're like, really? They're like, trust me. And then you didn't trust them until you watched ESPN and was like, why are they showing a high school game? Oh, Jesus. Whoa. Now, we already have been through Kobe, Kendrick Perkins, like all these guys that go straight from high school. But, Kevin Garnett, we already seen that. And we were like, that's insane. But we also saw them when they first got to the league. It was like, okay, Kobe, we know it's in there. But it ain't just, bow, hit the ground running. We're like, whatever. So obviously we know who LeBron is. Then that turns into, he's playing in the NBA. And you were like, that's a rookie, right? And then we all were in love with LeBron from hello. You want to know why? Because he was an underdog, and they couldn't beat him up. He was stuck in Cleveland. He had teammates that were your homeboys that worked at FedEx. You were like, how these dudes? And then he ended up going to the finals once, which made everyone fall in love with him. But here's the problem. This is the opening for Skip Bayless and then Stephen A. Smith and others. He was so beloved. I mean loved. And y'all been in relationships before. When you love somebody, sometimes you get a little territorial. That's my girl. Okay. She is now until you marry her. And then even then, half of y'all ain't going to stay there. So, all right, I hear you. And then that turned into, you know what? You better not ever leave me. Who ain't been there with the pillow talk? You don't took the Timbs off. You don't took all your chains off, the gangster off. You unbuckled the Levi's 501s. You laying in the bed, watching TV, and you feeling vulnerable. And this is the city of Cleveland looking over saying, you better not ever leave me. And what's she supposed to do? First of all, it felt good a few minutes ago too. So she's just looking at you like, I got you, baby. Why would you even say that? The reason why they would say that, because you know that can happen. Well, it did happen, the decision. And then jerseys were burned. And then people were putting kerosene to damn merchandise anything that said James on it. It could have been Rick James's album, but it said James on it. We had to burn it. Y'all forget I was at ESPN at this time. And then, the wicked fingers started to wave. We got it.
Let me put you on to something that's part of my daily routine now. VINIA, not a powder, not a pill.
It's the Daily Chews 2X formula. And yeah, they taste good too.
It's plant-based. No stimulants, no crash, no jitters, no banned substances, no junk. It's Informed Sports certified. Just something that actually delivers. Link in description, vinia.com/Marcellus. Discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Wow.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the birds.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.